welcome to Snapdragon Stadium in San Diego, California, home to the Aztecs of San Diego State. Being in San Diego is never a bad thing, and it's even better when you have a matchup like this one. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the Navy Midshipmen, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the San Diego State Aztecs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Guys, let's chat a bit about Navy. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Breaks into the open. Still just dismissing tackles. Touchdown, Navy! He would not be denied. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper came on that 62-yard run to the house. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
Short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Rush is on him. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's got an open man. At the 35, he's open. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They'll move the wide receiver. Rides the back and leads it. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the Aztecs come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. They've got the screen set up. Runs through a tackle. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on 3rd down.
The Aztecs are moving quickly down the field. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. Finds space on the right. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
And the Aztecs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll leave it with him. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That one hurts. They thought they'd move the chains on 4th down. Instead, they back up. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Looking to pass. It's Amatova. Pressure coming. Got rid of it just in time. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
But he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Navy now in trouble here on 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Looks as if they might have that screen really set up, but he'll be stopped short of the marker. It's 4th down. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Navy searching for a 4th down conversion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Brings up second down.
He has enough to move the chains. The Aztecs moving quickly to the line.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry up.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bishop. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25.
Second down.
Might as well stick with him. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They've got a first down here to open the period. Making side adjustments here. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. They're working that left side. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Lost to fire on second down. Touchdown, San Diego State. Quick strike through the air for the score. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They make the big play, get the touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Navy will go back on the attack. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back to pass, it's Tamatova. Under fire. And they can't make the play on third down.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Navy will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the returner will be knocked down.
And the San Diego State Aztecs will take over. First and 10.
San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Brings up second down.
He might want another play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got a man, it's Austin. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Third down coming up.
They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds a man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Aztecs are on the move. Hand off from the gun. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Aztecs come to the line in the hurry-up.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. He uncorks one deep. Touchdown, Aztecs! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Let's see. He can block, he can catch, he can run. Yeah, let's just forget about the blocking for now. The catching, the running, the scoring is dangerous.
And they do the dirty work, but this is what they would prefer to do. These guys want to catch touchdown passes. Most of these guys were wide receivers in high school, and they show you why. They'll go up, get that football, make plays for the quarterback.
To advance on the football.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Second down.
Guys, we have a second here to talk about Navy. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, a number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. Running back searching for a hole. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Brings up fourth down.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Navy will have to punt it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play.
San Diego State Aztecs will take over. 1st and 10.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bishop. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? And the Aztecs in the hurry up. Looking downfield on 1st down. They get to him as he throws. Complete to the left. Makes a grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, San Diego State. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the 2nd half to get some stops.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try the run. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. The offense in hurry-up mode. Scanning the field. It's Amatova. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has 1 interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Using the quick game. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Looking to throw on 1st down. Working that left side now. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Looking downfield very late in the half. The pass ball's incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
A little screen to the running back. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And in the closing moments of the 1st half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Navy will kick it deep to get the 2nd half underway. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground.
San Diego State Aztecs will take over. 1st and 10.
The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. They got plenty done through the air in the 1st half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively...
There he goes! And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy, maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets rid of it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Got his man on the right. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. The Aztecs want to move quickly. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw again. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the...
Coming. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Trying play action. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown Aztecs! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Yeah, I love the little play action fake. It's, you get inside the 5, you're thinking run as a defense, come up, be physical, and they slip those guys right behind you, throw it over the top of you. Man, those are tough to defend. Nice little play action by this offense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Dropping back, it's Amatova. Gets it out quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Looking to fire. Now adjusting. Trying to make magic up. There he goes. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus.
He's going for the big play. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, midshipman.
Number 3.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
1st and 10.
Power football with the run. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Aztecs want to pick up the tempo.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the miscue, 1st and 15 for this offense. Here's the handoff. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. They come to the line hoping to get some of that yardage back from the 17.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the...
He wants to go deep. Brings it down on the right side. Finds some room. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, San Diego State.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
And here comes the Navy offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point...
It's picked off, and another empty drive. Bringing it back. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
From his end zone, needs to be careful here. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover, you get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
That's the problem when you go empty, right? As a quarterback, you know you might get blitzed, and if you do, you better know where your hot throw is. If you don't, you're getting sacked. That time the linebacker got to him.
Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Amatova. Trying to beat the D deep. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Soft spot in the middle. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every 4th down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The Aztecs headed quickly to the line. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Now the play fake. Quick strike complete. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Moon. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Aztecs. A great catch and run for 6.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they want. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
42, Navy, 14.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the ground with the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
At the 26-yard line. 2nd down coming up.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The play action fake. Extending the play. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. That'll do it for the quarter, guys, and San Diego State is on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. He's got it. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a 1st down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Going to look downfield again. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Going to try to get him. Turning it on. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the 1st down. To the air on 1st down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Lawrence. He's got him this time. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a 1st down in the red zone at the 11. Line gets set, 1st down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. This time he's got it. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
And the extra point is good. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Aztecs will take over. 1st and 10.
Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the... It's a fumble! Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Tight end now in motion. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gonna take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
At the 30.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
And he's brought down after a nice game. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust. And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Oh, it goes right through his hands. They had everything set up on the screen except the catch. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And the defense gets the big 3rd down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on 4th down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Gets it past the marker. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more.
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play.
He's got it inside the 25, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, San Diego State.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
21.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the tailback. He breaks a tackle. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so...
Oh, he's got some space. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
46-yard line. First down for the offense.
They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season. Finally